We're EsOterica. For those of you that don't know us, you will be.
A guy called Steve, and I don't know what happened to him. I can't remember.
He basically found this word in the dictionary, which was esoteric is the actual word we find in the dictionary. And I think we were all into Metallica at the time, so he decided to stick another A on the bottom. So and then it became esoteric.
But that is a word too. It just means all things esoteric or esoteric, depending on how you pronounce it.
But also in Spanish, it's a feminine word.
UK fans are cool. I think they're a lot harder to please than anywhere in the world.
The British fans are the music police of the world. See, I met a German band who said that music police are guys who stand there, cross their arms, and look at you and go and impress me. And then once they're impressed, they go, fucking yeah. But
hopefully,
if they love you, they're the best fans in the world. If they hate you, they're actually the worst. It's
hard
too
work,
into
yeah. But it depends. I mean, we're pretty lucky wherever we go. So. Well, a tall order, because you obviously are working with a guy who's got a reputation, and if it's shit, it's your fault. But
all his other albums are good. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, man. But in actual fact, he's really cool. We still talk to him all the time. You know, we'll probably work with him again one day if he can stand up.
It was quite, I felt quite comfortable working. Quite like Barry here. He's very comfortable. It's like, just like that. This is what it was like.
It's also a bit of a rude awakening as well. Meeting him, we've written songs before, and they were, I suppose, looking back, like really quite basic. And
we
took in the demos, and he was like, "Yeah, it's fine. The music's there, but where's the music?" And we just were all quite stunned.
What do you mean, where's the music?
Where's the music?
Well, here it is.
So in terms of that, he really, I suppose, he sort of really helped us grow, and to be better songwriters.
Studio, and he said, "Sing the song." So I sang the song, and he went, "That's shit." He said, "Sing the song." So I sang the song, and he said, "That's shit." And you can imagine this went on for about 5 months. That's where most of the album time went. No, it wasn't quite that bad, but he did.
And then I had
to
sing it instead.
Yeah.
But it was fine. First take.
Go on then, sing them.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, fuck you. Anyway, so he asked us to do stuff again and again and again, and we sort of learnt how to record off him as well, which has been quite handy. I'll tell you what, the first tip is to sit down and play your songs to clicks. Whether it be in, 4/4, 6/8, whatever the fuck you're doing. But play it to a click, keep doing it and do it and do it and do it. Because then when you record your songs, record them to a click. Because then you'll come to do a music video. And it would be a real fucker doing a music video if you don't have yourself in time with the music video. Because you can imagine, you're standing there and everything's going beep, 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 and it starts, and you start singing, and then the timing of the song you're doing is going faster and slower and faster and slower, and you've got to try and learn it like that. It would be a bloody nightmare.
Definitely be tight. Makes you a better musician if you play to clicks. But even more than that, just looking at the bigger picture, write a decent song in the first place. So many people write a song and they think, that'll do, that's good enough. Write 20 songs, 30 songs, play them to your mates and go, do you like this? And if you feel embarrassed when they're listening to it, it's probably not very good. Do you know what I mean?
But there's another thing as well.
Push yourself.
Yeah. And I've forgotten it. But
if the song's good in the first place, even if it's not recorded as amazingly as it could be, the song will shine through. We don't have a way of writing.
What happens is sometimes, right? I'll tell you. I'll give you an example of a good one. I was sitting in a digger to dig on a building site sometimes, and I was sitting there and I had this tune in my head, really awesome idea, and I had the lyrics and this melody, and I came to the studio and I went to the lads. I've got this really wicked song, don't do anything, but it's a brilliant song. And the lads went, we've come up with a brilliant song too. And I said, don't play it to me because I'll forget my bit. And they said, okay. sing your bit. So I sang my bit, and they all looked at me like, what the fuck? So then I said, why? And then they pressed play, and basically they had recorded this bit that sounded like mine, but mine was an awesome counter melody, wicked bits. And we were sitting there.
So we write telepathically most of
Yeah,
the
we
time.
write telepathically.
If you can't write
It
telepathically,
exemplifies it so well, doesn't it? It's we've all known each other so long that we're that kind of much in tune with each other. We might write a riff and like take a
It was
pick up on an
fucking
emotional
weird though,
thing,
that
and it
was,
just-
coming to the studio with a wicked idea. I had this all mapped out. I said it's got to be, because it's got to be hummed, and it's hummed, it sounds amazing. It sounds like it sounds like,
They'll hear it on mix.
yeah, it sounds like the Valley of the Dead or something. It sounds really weird.
on the grassroots kind of end, it's been a really good thing, and there seems to be a lot of people are really working hard, I think, from the ground up. I mean, I've seen live, some great bands, live personally, and it's something that you didn't see so much, I don't think anyway, before. I think people are trying, from the ground up anyway, really hard to try and be as good as they can be and to compete. And to I think people feel they've got to try even that much harder. It was always hard before,
but I think people feel they have a chance to compete nowadays, whereas they didn't.
That's
before.
true, definitely.
The great thing about it is the music industry, the big beast that's dying, is pretty much dead on its feet. The industry doesn't know what to do really, and then people like at the bottom end of it, like us, at the end of the day, you've either got to innovate or die, and that's where we're at. And I think we're trying to innovate now. So we've got a whole bunch of ideas, which you'll see again with the new album, with the new singles and so on. We won't just do a video, we won't just do, a normal release. We've got like a shitload of ideas. The only problem is having enough time to put them all into action. But we're going to bloody do it because, what's the point in doing anything half-assed, I want to be filling stadiums myself, not doing festivals, supporting someone filling a stadium.
I think it'll also give rise, like what we said with the internet-based thing, it'll give rise to diversity finally.
Funky rock, blues,
Extremely type.
yeah, old school.
I would do something more abstract, probably more like I like trip hop stuff, so maybe something like that. But then also I quite like I don't know, Massive Attack and things like that. Maybe Prodigy, something like that. I don't know, maybe something down those lines.
Oh, acoustic music in a way, like Damien Rice, Newton Fulton type stuff. I love that stuff. It's really.
I'd really like to do some I've got loads of guilty suit because I don't give a fuck. You can think whatever you like about me because I just don't care. But I think I'd like to do some kind of like a really hip hoppy kind of poppy kind of. There's a new T.I. song and it's called something like Whatever You Like. It's really commercial and it's like kind of really. It's just kind of like Eminem, I guess, or something like that, but just poppy. And I want to have a go at something like that just so I know I can do it because that's like production on that kind of shit. Like Dido used to have. She had a track called Here With Me, which was just the most amazingly produced track.
Your face,